Hey, what's up? I'm Kyle Leeper. We're going to talk about a couple covers that I ended up on somehow. I was thinking about that on the way here. I was like, we're going to talk about a cover, man. Like, that's still pretty crazy. I was pretty flipping lucky, dude. You know what I mean? There's a lot of really good skateboarders out there. I had my moments, you know, I was lucky, man. You know what I mean? So just thinking of that on the way here, like, wow, I was on the cover, dude, because there's a lot of dudes that rip that weren't on a cover, and there's a lot of dudes that are coming up now that there's not really too many covers to get on.
Yeah.
So
this was a good time.
This was a big deal. This was like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, Oliver Barton he shot this photo. He hooked it up.
Is that downtown LA? Or?
No, this is in Barcelona.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was my first trip out there. I'd been out there a couple times. 2005, it says. I didn't know we were shooting for the cover. I don't remember how I don't know how I first found out. I think it was supposed to be, they're always supposed to be a secret. Someone leaks it, you know what I mean? Like, I remember seeing this photo on Skin's desk at Transworld, and you know, it was shot on the Hasselblad, so we're looking, you know, at the negatives or whatever. And I remember them saying, "Oh, it's a cool photo. We could maybe use it somewhere." And I'm like, "All right, that's, you know, great. I'm stoked to be in the mag, you know." And obviously, it's a beautiful spot, you know, the yellow bricks. It's like pretty nice looking spot. I don't know. I just remember seeing that. And like, how has no one else done that at that time? Like, I just thought that was the great trick, you know, like a pretty photogenic trick.
Yeah.
Got my audio shirt on. Audio shoes was on the Audio Flow right there. They might have gave me a couple $100 for this one.
What board company were you riding for?
I don't even know if I was on, maybe it was on Black Label right there.
Okay.
Maybe it was on Flow for someone else, but yeah, probably Black Label there. I don't recall who was there. I shot this. I think we ended up going back and I filmed it with Jason Hernandez, but this day I don't think we had a filmer. I really don't remember the crew. It's a long time ago.
Do you remember where the footage ended up?
Footage ended up in the Black Label video. I think I did one to forward, and I kind of accidentally reverted out. I think both of them were in the video part. Went to fakie on one, and I'd never done that trick before, but just kind of worked. Like, all right, here we go. You know, for me, that trick is easier on a bank. Like when there's, you know, a mini ramp, it's hard for me to get out over the coping, but this one worked out. So, yeah, definitely stoked to make it on a cover, man. Especially, you know, the Photo Annual. You know, like that was a pretty flippin' stoked.
Yeah.
Still can't believe it, you know.
Whose magazine was this?
Gary S. Davis, GSD at Soltech. That's kind of my favorite part of all these mags that you show me is where they're coming from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So pretty crazy that here it is in my hand, and
it was once in GSD's hand.
Pretty sick, man. So yeah, pretty crazy to make it onto a cover. Pretty stoked. Well, pretty lucky. All right, here we go. We got another one somehow. This is my Transworld cover from 2008.
May 2008.
May 2008. Shot by Oliver Barton again. Thank you, Oliver. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Yeah, Oliver, man. We had a good run. I mean, I met him in Barcelona, and he was someone I really looked up to. You know, he was shooting covers of Eric Costin, Mark Appleyard, Mark John, you know, the Flip Team, all these, you know, big time dudes, and somehow here I am, ended up in the mix with him, and he took me up in Barcelona, stayed at his house. This one was shot in my backyard at our old house. This was a great ramp. Funny story about this day, I had Oliver, I didn't have him, but Oliver and Mike Manzuri drove down. I was skating for Soltech at the time, so they were working for Soltech. I was working on this interview, I had them drive down here, didn't have them. They came down to skate down here. We went all the way down south. I saw this little guardrail that had been hit by a car. It looked real nice. I thought I could maybe get a backsmith on it. So they drive like 3 hours to get to the spot. We get there. I freak out. I never even tried it, dude. I was too scared to try it, and I just felt like I was really letting them down. Losing my mind, I probably broke my board. Is this even my board I'm riding here? I don't even know. So anyway, I lose my mind. We go home, like, let's just go back to the house. We'll drink some beers and skate the ramp. Next thing you know, Oliver's setting up his flashes, and we just shoot this just kind of for fun, you know?
Yeah.
And same thing, next thing you know, I remember going to Skin's house to pick up the mag. He's like, dude, we used it for the cover, you know? I was like, what, the backyard shot, you know?
And that has your interview in it.
Yeah, I think, the Pro Spotlight. Yeah, there you go, Pro Spotlight. This is another Jim Thiebaud. That's pretty sick. Like I said, that's kind of my favorite part of seeing where all these things have come from. But yeah, 2008. The ramp's looking pretty nice right there.
So how long did you have the ramp?
Let's see. So This ramp came from Jeff King originally. It was part, he had pieces of it. I think it was American Misfits was the ramp, Laban's ramp, and those dude had a TV show. So I think those were the transitions. They were beautiful transitions. They were super nice. So he came over. Oh no, I had it at another house. Then we moved to this house, brought it here, kept making it wider and wider. My neighbors helped me build the tree into it because I thought it would be kind of a cool deal.
Yeah.
It lasted a long time. We ended up losing this house, but the guy who bought the house, he wanted the ramp. I was like, the original plan, I was going to take the skate light and the coping, obviously, and the rest was kind of rotted out. It was old, but yeah, so it stayed there forever. And recently he hit me up and said he tore it down. He's going to build it smaller and that there'd be maybe some leftover skate light. So I was like, yeah, of course, that stuff's valuable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Etnies at the time paid for this. They're like, yeah, they paid for all the skate light. So that was pretty nice of them.
What classic covers stick out in your mind from over the years? Any favorite covers you had as a young kid, or more recent stuff that stood out for?
Obviously, Grant's the push photo.
Yeah,
that's
Todd and Grant.
Yeah, that's very always, I don't know, I love that photo, and that was before my time, kind of, but
you grew up in that area.
Yeah.
You would always see that at the off ramp.
Yeah, seeing that, and the fact that they put that on the cover was pretty sick, dude. It's pretty. I don't know. That's a great one. I don't know. Yeah, anything of my friends, you know what I mean, was always great. Covers or not, you know what I mean, just seeing your friends in there.
Yeah.